Hello everyone, Dark Kirby 14 here. Welcome to more Pokemon Red. So we're basically just in Cerulean City now. Figure I'd skip all the retrack and just go straight here. Okay, now we're gonna go to the east of Cerulean. Can't freaking, that's dumb. That's dumb. Whatever. I could have done. Pick one! Just do it! Yeah. So, like in case it hasn't been said yet, France and Germany are considering walking out of the EU, which has been a long talked about thing. So apparently, Britain might have just been the beginning. Because I think some places just had it with their crap. So it looks like it's just, that was only, it may have been just the beginning, so. That's kind of the thing is, you hope they, like, that's the thing is, it may have, like, my uncle said it, like, at first, he said it before me, it's just the tip of the iceberg. I guess when there's smoke, there's fire, I suppose, so that's kind of how you work it. So, yeah, it's, like I said before, I don't disagree with globalization, but it needs to be seriously retooled. So there's a lot that's gotta, like, work on it better, so maybe we'll see them like it reintroduced, but, like, redone, perhaps? Like, that's probably what's best, is that they rework, like, what went wrong. Like, with it, like, that's the thing, though, is, like, global organizations like that, like, I understand why they exist and all, but they have to be retooled. Like, they just gotta be reworked. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Sometimes that's how it's gotta be. You gotta look at what's wrong and make it go right. So it's kind of like the one thing you just want to look at it, like, you don't want to look at it broadly because that'll never work. Yeah, so it's kind of like, yeah, that's kind of like, yeah. Red Wings missed, also the Red Wings missed out on Stamkos, not disappointed. Meaning, am I a little bit heartbroken? Yeah, but would have been nice to have a player like that because would have given them something they needed, but I'm not gonna, like, act like it's, like, a big deal when it's not. So, yeah, that's kind of, like, what it is, like, yeah. So, that's kind of what it is, so. Yeah, it's like, it needs to be retooled. Let's not overdo it here. It does need to be retooled to an extent. So, yeah. That's kind of like, you want groups like, that's the thing, you understand why they're there, but they also have to be reworked. Back to the earlier discussion. Like, you just gotta redo it a little bit. Maybe fine-tune it. People have had enough of it, clearly. So that's kind of like, yeah, I know people are like, like they need, but it's like you don't. It's like that's the thing that makes me mad about millennials, that you don't need those organizations. Like they're all want. You don't need them. I understand people like get what they need, but they don't. You don't need them. Like, it's become very clear to me, the old people know what they're doing. Like, they know what they're doing, and it's clear the younger generation has no clue what they're talking about, or what they're doing. They'll be fine. You'll be fine. Yeah, I'm sure they Muchicod have stories about it, so it's like, they can be like, yeah, we've been through a lot worse, youngin'. But still, it's just, I see both sides of the argument, is what I'm trying to convey. like, I see both sides of it. Like, I get why people want those organizations. I get why we don't necessarily need them. So it's kind of like, it's a both way argument. So, yeah, I get why they're both there. That's the thing. But at the same time, you gotta understand that sometimes you gotta take a hard-hearted look at things from the outside. Before you can truly figure out what's wrong, sometimes you gotta, like, take a step away and reevaluate, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta assess the situation. Sometimes you just gotta look back on it and think, hey, something's wrong here. We gotta figure out what it is. It's like, you want everything to be well, but at the same time, it's like, I'm still on the side of the older generation. They know what they're doing. Right, they knew what they were doing when they voted out. France and Germany aren't far behind, so obviously there's something wrong. And it has to do with a little word that starts with an S and ends with an M. I'll leave it nameless for now, because I know there are a bunch of whiners who are gonna get get their panties in a knot if I say what it actually is. Because, you know, whining frickin' millennials. But yeah, it's just, you have to understand, like I said before, you just gotta look at it from a different perspective and reevaluate it. Sometimes you can look at it like maybe you could see why things are being done a certain way. And maybe that'll maybe it can be like a good thing to change things up. So it's not like it's a bad thing, like I said before, globalization is like a big thing, but sometimes you gotta look at it from an outside perspective and think, are we sure this is a good idea? So it's all about reevaluating your situation. And sometimes making the realization that maybe like things can be tweaked a bit. Like you can tweak things here and there and there's nothing wrong with it. So like maybe you can see what's wrong and what's not working, and then take a look at it from that perspective. So it's like there's always different ways of looking at things. It's basically what it is. You just gotta look outside of it, and maybe think that maybe there are things maybe some things are just for the best. Maybe you don't see it yet. It's like one of those things, like, you don't see it at first. Like, you don't see why, like, things happen for the way they do, but sometimes, like, there's really no other course. Like, when something's not working, you gotta change it up. Like, if you keep trying to go into something, but it keeps having the same result, and you have the same, like, game plan, it's like, well, what else did you expect? Like, what else are you expecting there? So, it's kind of like, you gotta look at it sometimes and just reevaluate if something's not working. Okay. Like, it's all about, like, looking at different perspectives and everything. So, it can't, it can be reworked, yeah, but you gotta have the commitment to do so. Alright, enough about that. Oh, okay, so we're at the east of Cerulean now. Okay, so this should be, this guy is a rock. I think he's all rock. I believe he's got 2 Geodudes and an Onyx. I think. Yeah, he's got 2 Geodudes, and the next 2 will be a pair of Onyxes. I believe. I could be wrong. I may be wrong, but I doubt it. So I get, yeah. Oh, Machamp, huh. Alright, Butterfree, have at it. Maybe next is the Onyx. Yeah, maybe that's what's next. So, yeah, that's taken care of. Yeah, he died quickly. Probably wouldn't have if he didn't get critted. Oh, so he's got 2 Geodudes and a Machamp, huh. That's a bit of an odd combination. Do I get a question? No. Kind of weird though, still. So, yeah, it's like a bizarre, like, not like a bizarre, but you see a lot of repeat, like, combos out there in terms of, like, trainers out there, but you kind of get used to it after a while, so. Yeah. There's this girl. This one should only have a Meowth, if I remember correctly. And Meowth really isn't that big of a threat at all, nor is Persian. I believe its stats are just as bad, if not worse. Like normally, normal types had like decent stats. It's like kind of shocked. Maybe that's why they make them such like decent stats, because you know, normal type. If they want to get people to use them. Thunderbolt. Yeah, I taught Clefable's fat ass. Yeah, I taught Clefable that move specifically for that reason. Yeah, so you're gonna have like one of those big attacks that it really needs to have. Who needs to level up next? How far away is Arbok? 906. 410, so Butterfree's gonna be next. I believe Arbok has the same pose in, what you call it? Frickin' Gold. I could be wrong. That's not to say that I'm not, but so we got Pikachu. One of these ones had a frickin' I think I said another route. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave Butterfree out there for that. Arbok, all you, buddy. That one's all you. Yeah, you dig your way underground. That's actually what we need. Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of right. Oh, Clefairy. There's what we thought we had. I think one or the other might have a Jigglypuff. I could be wrong. But I know there's a trainer with Jigglypuff somewhere on this route. Yeah, you got confused. And you hit yourself. Don't stop. That, again, that redefines stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. That is redefines it right there. So it's kind of like that, so. Aw, come on. Alright, finish yourself off. There we go. That's a good Clefairy. And now Butterfree leveled up. And there's one more junior trainer. This one has the Jigglypuff or Wigglytuff, one of the two. Or there might not be another one. That's kind of bizarre. Huh. Maybe there isn't another one. That's kind of weird. Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of like what that is. So here is... There's one behind the fence. Oh, no, there's not. Huh. That's kind of weird. I thought there would totally be one there. Well, not the first time I've been wrong. So with that, this has been Dark Kirby 14. We'll see you next time on more Pokemon Red.